How do I pick winners? So I'm going to kind of be giving you the strategy as to how I personally pick winners. Now, these are things that you can use in your own scouting and your own reading of the lines. And even if you're just having a little bet with your buddies at work and you just want to say, hey, I bet $10 on so-and-so. One of the first things I do is I want to check if the quarterback's playing or not. And usually in most cases, the starter is playing unless there's injury. Next thing that I think you should do, check the weather. Now in the fall, it's really not going to be much of a factor. But if there's a game in South Florida in September, it's going to be 80 degrees and humid. You have to factor in those kinds of things. Even though at the beginning of the season, everybody's fresh, sometimes there could be some nagging injuries. Heat won't really hurt it as much as the cold will affect the football game. Now, one thing I really love to do is after the first week of the season, whether it's college, the UFL, the NFL, any football game really, is take a look at how they did the previous week and how they did against the spread. Now, if it's a close game, you really want to kind of keep that in mind as to how it goes the next week. If it's a close loss, I don't necessarily think that that's going to demoralize the team, even if it's on a lousy play. I don't think that carries over into the next week. I think a sucker believes that. If there's extraordinary circumstances with points, which I explained in other videos about pick sixes, special teams play like a block punt or a block field goal that results in a touchdown, which are kind of fluky for scoring. The scoring is really what matters when you're doing betting. It's not, oh my God, did you see Devin has to run it back? I mean, as exciting as that stuff is, that's not pertinent to you and how you're going to bet next week's football games. What are the injuries on the offensive line? Your left tackle, your right tackle, your pass pro, that's really important stuff to keep your quarterback up. The more time he's got, the more he can make plays. Pass rush, grossly underrated. To me, the most important things a football team can have is your quarterback, your offensive line, your defensive line, and your kicker, because kickers score points. Tight special teams play matter because they do field position, which is greatly appropriate to consider when you're betting on a football game, right? Field position is grossly undervalued, and it's one of the most important aspects of winning, period. The Lions are a good example. Last year, they played Green Bay. I think it was the Thanksgiving Day game, and they're going for it on 4th and long inside their own 30. That's video game stuff. You don't want to do that. And it ended up costing them a chance to get in the football game. Now, there is aggression on 4th down that is pertinent and does matter, but a fourth down failure to convert is a big problem, and it sets the offense up in a great position because the defense is fired up right then. The team is ready to go. They got a 4th down stop. That's a big thing in football games. Punt it. Give your defense 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards. Allow them to help key it back, because then if you get a 3 and out on defense, they punt it back to you, and you basically kind of got the same field position depending on how you did defensively. I also like to look at morale a little bit. What did the coach say in the presser? More specifically, what are the players saying throughout the week, right? What does their body language say on the field? Because that's during the game. That's when it matters the most. What are players saying about other players? Be mindful of rumors, because rumors, again, are tabloids, and that's stuff that makes the news because people are like, oh man, did you see how Aaron Rodgers was just throwing this and that around, just doing all that? And then you see a guy like Jordan Love who's embracing his players, not dressing them down in front of teams, even though both quarterbacks are out there making plays. So you have to be mindful of how people respond to body language, especially from leadership positions and coaches. That stuff, man, that's the intricacies of football that people don't see. Quarterback throws an interception, comes off the sidelines, coach doesn't even talk to him. That's a big red flag, right? I saw multiple times Tom Brady and Josh McDaniels about ready to kill each other, but they're discussing the game. They're working on what works, what doesn't work. Blow off steam, be professionals. The last thing I like to look at is the run game. Now, positive plays is like gambling. Every little profit always matters instead of a loss. That's why we don't bet big $1,000 bets if we only got a $1,000 bankroll. You want to get your profits in order. even if it's little bits at a time. So we want to see what's going on with moving that ball in first down. Actually, what they don't tell you, the final point I'll make, forget third down efficiency. What are they running on second down? If it's second and long, are they trying to make it third and short? Or are they getting silly and doing dumb stuff and things along that thing? Things along that order. You have to pay attention to that kind of detail. It takes time. Every week when football season gets going, I'll post why I think they're going to win, whoever I pick to win, what the spreads are, and go accordingly. I hope this video instructs you to watch football with a more mindful eye, especially if you're going to be betting. Sports betting is fun. Obviously, don't put yourself in a bind where you've got a problem. If you have a problem, always call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's your hotline. Bet on football, have fun, enjoy the games. Bet against your friends. Come out a little smarter and take their money. That's always a little fun, just to aggravate them. Please tell your friends, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will be here all the time. College football, NFL, in the spring with UFL. We're here to talk football. We're here to have a good time. And we're here to win, so let's win. And remember, it's never over until you say it's over. Have a great one.